done, officer?
Yes, if you guys have any questions.
If I could
or
just
comments.
say, overall, crime-related is down. We had, if we look at stats from last year compared to this year, I'm talking citywide here. Last year at this time, there were 30 shootings and 35 victims. This year, there's 14 shootings and 17 victims. So we've done a few different things this year. We created that crime gun intelligence unit. They're helping out tremendously where they're dedicated to investigating every shots fired call. And they've had, I think they recovered 14 guns and 35 firearm-related arrests. And when I say firearm-related arrests, is I indicate before, there could be one gun responsible for 9 shootings. That's what we had last year. So by getting these offenders off the street, that's how you lower the amount of people, victims, being shot. And the operation guys are out here doing a tremendous job every day, going to these calls, preserving evidence. We're taking that evidence and we're correlating the shell casings and creating investigative responsibilities between us, state police, and the ATF, which helps us track guns coming into the city, trying to find out where they're coming from, and then going after it that way. So we're not just delegated to here, but there could be guns coming from Boston into the city, or from Springfield, or Providence. So we try to get that information, put it together with our partners, and together make a dent in the gun violence. And I think it's been working pretty well this year. We're also, dispatch calls are up, 911 calls, aggravated assaults are down, gunfire's down, robbery's down. So we're trending pretty good. I mean, anything could happen, but we're out there. We're now, as you see, the sergeant and the officer here, they work this area. So that's why they come to this crime watch group. So they can come in here and hear your concerns face to face. They're doing community engagement patrols every day where they're out there walking around during their tour of duty, trying to meet as many people as they can. And then what we just started about a month or two ago is the officers working 11 to 7. They now do community engagements by going into 24-hour businesses, your gas stations, your honey farms. That way there's another deterrent effect to all the robberies we usually have after midnight. So we're trying to do a lot of things, getting out there, but these meetings are very important to hear from you. You are the constituents. You are the ones who have to live with disorderly persons, gunshots. That's why it's so important for everybody to be here and to let us know firsthand what's going on so that we can take care of it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Just had, I wanted to raise, I guess it's an issue of public safety in terms of all of the pedestrians that are hit this year and so forth. And, I know a woman that was seriously, she's still in rehab and seriously injured and so forth. I guess the question, I guess on one hand, it's, you just don't know, but in terms of charges for some of these drivers, do they ever get charged?
Yes.
Driving to endanger? I mean, this lady is, son of a
Let me
gun,
give
her
you-
life has changed so much.
And the charges, again, it's dependent on every individual situation.
Well, in the DA's office, that's
That's
what I'm
right.
bringing up, because, you're here and so forth, but,
Yeah.
again, it's just pedestrians in the city, you take your life in your hands. And I'm not putting a blame to anybody, I'm just saying that, the streets aren't sort of designed for pedestrians and, how it is, son of a gun, people just don't stop. If anyone, crosswalk or not, and so forth. And nowadays, people are driving so fast, they're distracted, they're this and that, and I don't know, there just needs to be consequences in terms of, once again, public safety.
And I think a lot of it has to do with distracted driving.
No,
okay?
I
There's people out there on their phones and doing whatever.
No.
That contributes a ton, because when you're traveling at 30, 40 miles an hour, and you look down for 1 second, you're traveling hundreds of yards. And you're not gonna see that person in front of you, and by the time it's over, that person's struck. And we do charge them. We are being proactive. We started a program with the district attorney's office, and that's what we do. We set up and watch people texting or talking without a device on their phones, and we stop them and charge them appropriately. We just beefed up the traffic unit by 4, so now we have motorcycles. I'm sure you've seen them out there. They are now going into the neighborhoods. Prior to that, they were more downtown. Now they're here. So they can be on Payne Street, they can be wherever they want, and we're sending them into those neighborhoods based on statistics of where we're getting the most complaints and wherever the most accidents are.
Now, this reduction in the speed limit, is that taking effect already?
No,
To
they're
25?
gonna start posting that. I believe it starts in a month or two.
You know,
That's,
a concern I